bondsheets.com. Hey, today we're going to be talking about fundraising. What's it all about? Why do you want to kick off bonds instead of kicking off a Kickstarter program? Why not go through a venture capitalist? Hey, all these questions will be heard next in a word from our sponsor. That's right. If you're listening to this program and you got a company that could help out the bond market, let us know. We'd be glad to help you out. Give James a call at area code 832-338-2926, and he'll be able to hook you up in the right promotional spot and tell you, our glorious audience, what it's all about. So what is bondsheets.com? Bondsheets.com is where you can buy, sell, trade bonds and equity shares. So if you got a piece of a company and you're looking to liquidate some of your assets, then bondsheets.com will be able to help you out and advertise your private equity shares. And in retrospect, someone else can come in and purchase them. So even if they're not a private equity firm, they're still able to purchase some of those shares that you have that are laying on the table that you don't want anymore. I mean, how is that possible? Well, the rules have recently changed. So that means all of us non-investors can now start investing in stuff that might be very, very profitable. So what are some of the reasons why, these private equity guys are trying to get out of deals? Well, on the worst case scenario, they're getting a divorce from their wife and they just need to liquidate some of their stuff. Have I seen that personally? Well, the answer would be, unfortunately, yes. But what about if they're just trying to raise funds for something else? Hey, some of these private equity deals that go through, they're still glorious deals, and the companies are just might not be able to help them out anymore in a position which, the company took off in a different direction. So so when it comes to that, I mean, I've seen that happen all the time too. I'm a mentor at one of the universities up here, and companies that get started, they'll take your advice for a season, but then all of a sudden they'll start getting successful, and they'll want to take off into a different area, and they want to change their game plan. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but if you're the investor and you don't actually like the way they're going, well, sometimes it's just good enough just to get out and watch them go. Listen, are they saying that they're going under? No, they're not saying that. They're just saying the company's going in a different direction than I'm comfortable with, and I just want to sell my equity. But it's also the buyer's choice to make sure that the company isn't going under also. So it's a two-way situation. Even though the seller might state that the company's doing fine, I'm just looking to, sell my equity shares. It's also the buyer who has to do his or her research, to help out, their way of purchasing the new company. And also, you got to be aware that if the company is also in the process of selling more shares to raise more equity, then the private equity deal probably won't go through. But if the company has stopped selling, then the private equity company then can go in and buy the shares. So what about these Kickstarter programs? Okay, so we got about 8 different Kickstarter programs that are out there. You got Kickstarter, Indiegogo, Rocket Hub, Fundraiser, Impossible, ULL, fundable, fund anything, quirky. These are all Kickstarter programs that are out there that can help different markets out. But doing a quick research, I found out that over 63% of companies last year failed to have a successful Kickstarter program. Now, there's quite a few of them out there that are just, you can tell they're just junk. They're scams. But there's more than half of them that have a solid track record, but they just didn't have the funds that they needed to say this was a successful Kickstarter program to launch their new business or idea. So this is where bondsheets.com comes in. We'll come in, evaluate your company, take a look at what's going on with the product, the situation, and the solution that you have for the customers that are out there. And we'll take a percentage of the equity and turn it into bonds. Now the company's not losing its equity when it goes through bondsheets.com to raise funds. We're just guaranteeing that the equity is part of the bonds. And how's that? Well, we'll go into it in a later situation. But then we can come around, we can sell the bonds to the customers, and anyone can buy them. And then you can raise money for a lot cheaper than trying to go get a personal loan through the bank or through a Visa. So by going through the bank, one of the negative drawbacks is you have to start paying the money back within a month or up to 90 days that the banks will give you. Here with bondsheets.com, you can either say the coupon rate is either annually or semi-annually, meaning that you'll be paying twice a month. And you can use all the money and you can focus on building your product and not have to worry about paying back the money that you don't have because it's now invested inside of your company. So with that said, bondsheets.com is actually more of a better rate than going through a Visa. Well, for instance, a Visa will cost you 27% interest, and they'll ask you to start paying money back 30 days after you take out money. Bondsheets.com will take out 10%, depending on your business, and then you can start paying your money back a year later. So with that right there, the creditors that have purchased your bonds to help fund your business will start seeing a profit a year later, and well, that's it. It's a win-win situation for both companies, because on one hand, we'll advertise your company to sell the bonds, and on the other hand, you're not wasting your time in trying to ask people to donate money on these Kickstarter programs. Okay, so now let's get to the definition of a coupon. What is a coupon? A coupon is an annual interest rate paid on a bond expressed as a percentage of face value. So to break it down, for example, if you have a $1,000 bond with a coupon that pays 7%, that's $70 a year. Typically, that interest rate will be semi-annually, meaning the investor will receive $35 twice a year. Hey, look it up. There's a lot of great information on bonds and how you can make money with it. So if your interest is a lot lower in your savings account, why don't you try bondsheets.com? We'll help you make money. Y'all have a great day.